Okay, we have a 100% sell program on the opening bell live. Right now, we're 15 minutes in the opening bell. This is the opening bell. Percent losers on the opening bell. Huge percent losers and profit taking on the opening bell. All of those shorts we talked about, they were sliding that bid for 4 days in a row. And we have all of those live entries over this last week. Today is 9/28, by the way. And I get over to stockmarketplenty.com right now if I were you. And I would start looking at those live videos that we were doing then and what you can see today. The bear 3x is a nice breakout for the ETF, and we have MMTs long this right now, naturally so. So when that's breaking out, the percent losers are going your way. I mean, look at the list of the NASDAQ percent losers, over-the-counter stocks on the opening bell. And you can see right here. And you can see how rapid and capitulative that they are selling off. Look at these changes right here. Okay? And basically it's very broad-based. And we put out a special review this morning on that sovereign debt again, how it may play or wasn't going to play, we weren't sure, but all MMTs were ready for that short trade because they already knew that we were so over imbalanced between the calls were so inflated, and we have all those live videos on stockmarketfunding.com. SMF MMTs, this is why having the volatility on the bottom buying the put options is the place to be. We covered that yesterday on the stockmarketfunding.com website. We have those videos on that YouTube channel and daily stock charts as well. The thing about it is you need to know where that analysis was because it was 100% right. You buy the deflated side of the trade when it's deflated. Just like the calls were deflated. This is how volatility works. And this is the true sense. The puts were cheap, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, look at here. Google's printing low of $520. This is special right here. So that means the whole put side of the market was so deflated, and we had covered it on stockmarketfunding.com. MMTs were doing that. Right now, we're 20 minutes into the market. Right now, we have a nice slide. I also told everyone over the last week, if you were going to go into the earnings season at these prices, I was going to short 90% of the market anyway. MMTs would. So MMTs can see the kind of price action failure. Look at this Apple. Here. Look at this Apple. $160 million money flow coming out of Apple. That's distribution. People are selling into that. So it's good to have it on live, first 20 minutes, and they're just walking. See, we bounced once. That was a great trade. And when it fails in price, it goes down, it'll be another great trade. So as soon as things settle down, we've got to take all of the MMT pricing structures. Now, you can see here, BIDU, I said, was the most overbloated stock I'd seen in my career. Down $8 off the high. Nice shorts. I'm going to go over to the charts, but I'm just letting everyone see what the live example is when you get put options that were very cheap, and then you see these big drops down. Google's closed at 530. Hell, look, the high was 533. So people are getting clocked. Them shorts, those bears, look at here. Look at this bear fund. It's just going higher now because it got so oversold. And bull and bear. But shorting these names down, we talked about shorting them all. They're all overbought. Every one of them. And this is the kind of stuff that happens. Another thing that we're going to take a look at is where the SSQ, this is that SSSQ short. And we went over it with all MMTs. Prior to that, we went over both scenarios. We went over, and this is the bear, and it's breaking out. So I got MMTs trading this bear to the upside. Look at, here's all the calls and the put side of that. We went over this over the weekend on Sunday. We're prepared for it. You can see the price actions that's going to be made in these markets. And this is that bear breakout. Wow. And that is the one that we talked about. The other one, just so you know why it's on the video, is this one right here. Now watch the, well here, let's find you another level 2. And the 1150 put options are making money. The low is 23.50. The high was 26. They're still narrow range. They're even in the money. These are in the money 11 puts. We can buy these anytime. Don't you remember? I want everyone to go back about that big put buying on the S&P 500 and about Red October. Well, it kind of starts like this here. And if you're on the put side and the short side, you're in the bear side of these moves, you do quite well. This is the bear right here. This is the bear right here. And last night, we updated all of the SMF MMT traders, and everyone qualifies to be on SMF Street. Let us not forget that. The thing about it is, this is that price action. This is how the hardcore selling is in the first 23 minutes of the tape. And we're breaking out on these bears. Once they put in their highs and we start pulling back, then we'll start firming up in regular equity prices. Once again, this is the first 20 minutes of selling, and we're going to look to see how prices are made off the bottoms, particularly Google. We would really love, we did the call and put strategies. They're on there, and we'll be going over all of these calls and puts right here, especially the 510 call. Let's see how much premium they took out of it. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at here. They took out $5.70. The high was $30 a contract. MMTs get to buy down here. This is nice. 2180 is the intraday low. I'm going to start setting alarms. Falls to 2120, falls to 2070, and falls to 2020. Set an alarm on these right here. This is that 510 call that was $20 in the money as they take that premium out. Price action, opening bell, price action. Here's the price action on that put to call spread that we went over with everyone. SMF Street knows exactly what they're doing. We tell you when to buy the volatility. You're going into a trading day that is just starting its shakedown pattern. And you know what September and October is about is that you can see by the money flows that it's very likely, as I can see on these price movements, is people are taking profits with their portfolios. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this kind of selling. I'm hearing from my MMTs that there isn't any real big thing other than we're going to be looking where we get the bottoms in our platform. We'd love to buy negative ratios like that 279.75 at $80.50 was the trigger for the buy, and that's in the platform, and I'll go over that later. This one here will still be looking for that dip because it's still strong. And so is, here are the contracts right now, but so is Google too. But this is a broad-based distribution, and you can see that the that short, ultra short QQQ is still breaking higher in price action. And you see, people, the beautiful thing about learning this business is using the SMF platform, and that's this right here. And basically, I can probably go to my market index, which I'll be happy to open up and show you that in the next video. Right now, we're breaking out to highs here, and equities, when this rolls over, then equities will start putting in their intraday lows, but not until this is done breaking higher. Both of these have to quit. This is that tech bear. So here is the broader piece. This kind of can go along with the NASDAQ 100. All of these stocks that are falling here is making this break higher, which is that bear.